Yes, I mean, I can go with this one. Just speaking on LeBron already, I think his time's ticking too, man. It's time. It's time to get that torn ACL. I think it's part of your legacy. Maybe we'll get that final, like, it's like when a horse breaks its leg.
You gotta go shoot it in the back.
You're listening to the Gather Step.
Gather Step. Gather Step.
Gather Step.
Gather Step podcast featuring Trill Gene and Bait Boom Wall.
Denver Nuggets, the defending champs for the next 8 months, and hopefully beyond that as well. Unless
hopefully not.
The Mavericks have something to say after getting whooped by Facu Campazzo.
Nah, we got nothing to say. I'm just chilling. I'm not gonna say anything, but this year I'll definitely. Well, I think this year I'll definitely gonna be a hater, Mavericks hater. Yeah, so it's not rebuild city yet.
Mavericks hater.
Yeah, this is the way that I'm gonna get my Mavericks to play well is to not support them, but to antagonize.
I've done this.
You're gonna neg them.
Yes. It works.
I don't talk good about the Nuggets during any games because if I do, I jinx them. They lose. So
it's a big jinx.
Jokic goes out there, shoots 40% in the first half. I call him a fat Serbian fuck or like something like that on Twitter, and then boom, he picks it up. So that's just the way.
Yeah, I think there's something about that when it comes to just not giving a fuck and just like whatever, like this team sucks. Luka's fat, Kyrie's distracted, shit like that. So I'm just not gonna give a fuck. I'm definitely gonna be on Twitter more, and I'm gonna be trying to be more active. So if I could get more than 22 fucking Twitter followers, I'll start being more active. But I think I should be more active first so I could get those Twitter followers. Because right now it's just Nugget fans.
Yeah. It's like gravity. When you're involved with me, all of my friends have seen this where just like everybody just kind of gains Nuggets followers, whether they're Nuggets fans or not. Fucking Dylan. He who follows him? Fucking Chris Marlowe. He's the commentator for the Nuggets. The fucker doesn't even follow me. And Nigel like never tweets about the Nuggets at all. And Chris Marlowe has interacted with my tweets plenty of times too.
Man, Chris Marlowe need to see the Gather Step podcast and follow you, bro.
I've been shouted out on the altitude broadcast twice.
For real?
I guessed the correct score, and I got a shout out after the game both times.
That's pretty cool. You should screen grab that
twice.
Yeah. I know. I should be fucking putting money on this shit. I did it twice in one season. That's like a crazy return.
That is a crazy return. And hopefully when we do our preseason picks that you'll see some returning players from last year that we predicted some crazy shit that maybe it happened or maybe it didn't happen, but it's another season of predictions, right, Bake?
Yeah. So last year, our very first episode, we kicked it off with a bang of basically saying, hey, these NBA players are going to get rested. These NBA players are going to tear their ACL. I think we also had least improved. I forgot to put that on there too, but we had the least improved and then MVP and some other stuff. I think that we're going to save the ones that you can actually bet on for next episode. These ones, unless we build our own sports book, which maybe this is an idea that maybe we should trademark, having stupid props like this, most likely to tear their ACL, to go to jail, to date Brittany Renner, multiple different, most likely twos scenarios.
I think that would work. Yeah. I think a lot of it would have to be us pretending like we're going to pay people great odds and then maybe do a switcheroo at the end and not even pay them. I think that'd be the only way.
Do some FanDuel shit and be like, well, actually, you bet on Zion for the sex scandal, but we didn't define his incident with Mariah Mills as a sex scandal.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't
not.
get paid.
Yeah, and and then we give them great odds, but at the end of the day, business comes first, baby. We gotta reinvest that shit. So, just like the lottery, we're gonna rig that, and no one's gonna fucking win if it ain't us, right?
Yep, it's facts.
That's how we're gonna do it.
Gene, I gotta explain to Nigel why we're not streaming on Twitch. I gotta say because you have Obama Wi-Fi.
Yeah, let him know that Obama did my Wi-Fi. This is ridiculous. I'm not even gonna talk about it because this is gonna piss me off and put me in a bad mood. Right now, I'm ready to pod. I'm ready to podcast. Try to give some hot takes, and nothing's gonna get me down. Not even my Obama Wi-Fi.
Well, I guess we can just get started with some of our predictions for the year. Last year, well, first, let me talk about some of the more impressive ones that we had last year. Although not completely true, obviously I predicted John Morant to go to jail. He had plenty of issues. Never officially put in handcuffs, but in the eyes of the NBA, he's been arrested. Because he is suspended for, what is it, like 20, 30 games or something like that. He's going to be out for almost a quarter of the season, if not more. And who knows what's going to happen, too, with that kid that he pistol whipped or whatever. So
that's still out there.
Pending investigation. But yeah, I guess one that we didn't do last year that we're going to do this year. Most likely to get caught up in a sex scandal. And I think that we can define sex scandal in many different ways. It could be, he's fucking a tranny, he's got dick pics leaked, he's, got caught in an orgy or a train.
Got caught sucking dick.
Got caught sucking dick. Like,
got caught eating pussy.
Like Isaiah Rashad type leak where,
flashing
he didn't
dick.
He didn't choose to come out, but the internet chose for him, and there he is.
Yeah, can you explain? Can you explain to me explain to me in the audience what this story consists of? Because I'm just not, guys. I'm so sorry.
Isaiah Rashad?
Yes, Isaiah Rashad. It's gonna take me a while to catch up with basketball. I'm just playing Madden, and I'm like super into football right now. I'm gonna be transparent, but hoops is my number one shit. Go ahead and explain to me who this guy is and what happened.
Well, Isaiah Rashad's a rapper.
The rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper, and he's not a hoop player.
We talked about this. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he never said he was gay or anything, but then leaked video of him getting his dick sucked by a dude.
He leaked it?
No, he didn't leak it. Someone else got that footage and leaked it. It was a really fucked up situation for him.
That's kind of a dick mood. It's a dick mood.
Was it a dude?
Was it really a dude or like?
Yeah, no, it was 100% a dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that right now.
And like sex scandal, you could also like maybe they go to the exotic barber, and get some sloppy toppy get by a man, nude barber.
A massage,
The ones that straddle you, the ones that straddle you while they cut your hair.
Yep, I've seen those videos. But I would say first off, the most obvious answer to most people after this is rather boring off season. Zion Williamson at least provided us with some excitement with his horniness and love for Dallas. Mariah Mills, specifically, big porn star.
Ugly
drama of the season. Of the off season, I should say, of the NBA, and I don't think it'll be too long until he gets caught up again. And I think she has the sex tapes. Maybe she didn't seem like she was like fully there mentally, so maybe that gets leaked in the middle of the season.
She got PTSD because she was on this like porn website that's like ghetto, bro. This is what it's called.
Oh yeah,
bro.
you told me about that shit.
It's called ghettogaggers.com, bro. I didn't make it up. You can look it up, bro. When I say some outlandish shit, just know that it's Googleable. But she was on that, bro. And then the way that they interview these women is like the most out of pocket questions. Like they literally ask these women, so who like, I don't know if I should go into this first episode, but they'd be like, what was your childhood trauma and why you want to be a porn star? Shit like that, bro. Like it's fucked up shit. And she was on that. So I mean, Zion knew what he was getting into. I feel like, but he also has
he was definitely
on.
He was looking her up on Ghetto Gaggers. Said, "Oh, that's the one." So.
That was the qualifier, probably. You know, he's a young boy, so he got that fucked up brain. You know, that just thinks about pussy and stuff. So, but you know, shout out to Zion, man. I hope Zion makes a comeback this year. He's an exciting player. Well, in my opinion.
According to your next thing, I don't know if you are hoping for a comeback. Our next category, we'll get there when we get there. But I said the same thing last year. We'll see. We'll see how I called him fat last year. And, well, I didn't call him fat specifically. I said he was enormous.
Fat ass. Fat fuck. No, you said fat fuck.
Did I call him a fat fuck?
Yeah, that's when we're at the crib and we were off those Modelos.
Yeah, I was just
spitting crazy.
Shit.
That was good. I remember that shit. Yo, I remember that shit, bro. Yeah, I mean, I do agree though with Zion being in a sex scandal. You know, I have him on my list too. I think he's somebody that could be a little misguided over there in New Orleans. Some freaks that come out in New Orleans, bro. It's the Mardi Gras city. So I don't know, man. Maybe he's just gonna end up having a sex scandal, and it could be with another lady. You know, it doesn't have to be with Mariah, whatever her name is, Mariah Mills.
Yeah.
So, we'll
the next guy I have is DeAndre Ayton, who got caught up in a similar situation this offseason, got caught on a IG story hanging out with a porn star. I don't know. I wasn't familiar with her game. So I don't know who she is, but I guess the internet knew. Probably way past my time, you know, I haven't
way
been
past or way before?
Like after my time, because like
I'm
totally unfamiliar with, like, I think
Riley Reid.
Riley
Lana
Reid, Lana Rhodes,
Tiana Trump.
Yeah, Tiana Trump.
Sophia Leon,
Lisa Ann. That was
Sarah J. The dog.
I never got into Lisa or Sarah J. Man,
that's too much, bro.
Like it's like that weird. It's like that shit Drake would hit or something just for the fun of it. I don't. Not for me.
A lot of people in the NBA would probably, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not to say. Well, yeah. Let's just leave it like that. Go ahead.
But DeAndre Ayton, also Jamaican, most horny race. So I think like. That, and then like he's gonna maybe catch him up in the club doing that crazy shit that the Jamaicans be doing, fucking jumping from 2 stories up, down.
Is it a yike? It's called yike, right? The yiking.
Crazy, though.
Yeah, they be humping.
That's a big body to come down on you, shit.
Ooh, that's a fucking that's WWE shit.
And then on top of good old DeAndre Ayton, I got LaMelo Ball. I think that, you know, for most of these categories, I think I have a Charlotte Hornets player in most of them, just because everything happens in Charlotte, man. It's just the place of happening. So picking players from there is just kind of like a safe bet. I think that LaMelo, like, traditionally has gone against what LeVar has preached to him, right? And like when he first got in the league, LeVar was like, "Oh, don't fuck around with them hoes." And I think that naturally he's going to be fucking around with them hoes, and he might get caught up in some shit with a porn star. But he's going to have like a modern day porn star.
He loves porn stars because he's been attached to a couple OnlyFans girls, and also what was it, Tiana Trump for a little bit too, right?
Yeah.
It's like
NBA players they just go on to a porn site like it's like eBay or something. Like, yeah, that's the one, and then fucking hit them up, bro.
Who ships fastest? Who's the cheapest hit? Who got the most reviews? Who got the least reviews? All that. But I get it though, you know. I mean, someone like LaMelo, I feel like it's his prime, man. I think it's his time to fuck up, low key. You know, he's been on the straight and narrow, but LeVar's voice isn't gonna be, you know, there forever, man. So I think it's time Melo spread his wings and catch a charge.
Yeah, I mean, it's only right with the team. It builds chemistry, builds team chemistry. As soon as you catch a charge or you're exposed on the internet or you're a drug addict, that's what it comes down to.
I know they're doing some shit already, bro. Because if the whole Suns thing where that girl got trained by 5 dudes, that came up unwillingly. You know, basketball players do that for team chemistry. Look at the Warriors. It's Klay Thompson.
Yeah, the Warriors.
Bro,
yeah, Klay Thompson's a fucking whore, man.
Bro, I think but you know, he gets away with it like a regular white guy. You know what I'm saying? He's slick with that shit. You know, he's slick with that shit.
Oh, he's like Ryan Gosling of NBA.
Yeah, he got NDAs on lock.
He's probably got some crazy shit in the bedroom. He's probably like got a whole sex dungeon.
What would be in it?
Fun. He's probably got like, you know, whips and chains and gags. And he probably got like little people too, like just
in the closet,
just hanging out under the bed, just ready to go.
They're the one. Hey, they bring out the whips and fucking shit.
Oh shit! It's like what do you call it? Oompa Loompa.
Or like, yeah, he's probably into some weird shit, man. At that stage, I think they all are, but.
You have to be when your body's over like maybe like 500, 300, 500 people. How many bodies did Will say he had? 10 mil?
Oh, his was like 10,000.
That's crazy, bro. And that was back in the day.
Scientifically possible, I don't think, but it was probably not too far off though.
Maybe, bro, if you having sex with like 30 girls at once, I mean, I think it could happen.
Yeah, you could be doing like crazy orgies. Like, I think that I seen like those body videos, right? And then it's like gay dudes are like, oh, I have like 400. But it's most of the dudes, they're like in these huge orgies with like 90 dudes or some shit. They rent out a whole fuck.
So like, I mean, is everyone's dick going inside of everyone? Like, you know, is that like, you know, what is that when you click your counter up, you know, or is it just like I was in the room, touching, so that counts?
Maybe, maybe even like not penetration. I mean, people are round up, but man, 10,000 is a lot. But we'll see.
I call bullshit.
New Clippers acquisition, Josh Primo. Is my next pick.
Hey, let's give it up for Josh Primo real quick.
Yeah, Josh Primo making it back in the league. He's only got like a 3-game suspension. So
amazing, bro.
He'll be fine.
It wasn't his fault.
I just think, you know, naturally from what he says about the incident, maybe his you know, anaconda is just snapped, too bulgy and large and girthy and
like hung.
He's just big, man. And like, I think it's just gonna naturally happen again. If it happened once, it's gonna happen again. Because like, how is a basketball player not gonna wear shorts, man? He's got to wear shorts, and might have some more exposure. Maybe it happens on the court. Maybe it happens fucking, you know,
to another teammate.
Yeah. Maybe.
Wait, who does he play for? Clippers.
He plays for the Clippers. Yeah.
Oh, Bones.
Yep.
Bones and Primo, you know, they go out and be like, hey, do that one thing you did to the therapist type shit.
If I was Primo's teammate, right, I'd be immediately asking him, like, what happened, dog?
Come on,
you can be honest with me. I'm your teammate. Let me see.
You're like, well, what happened was I pulled them bitches down. I said, look.
Every time I went into therapy, I pulled the bitches down.
That was the therapy. Okay. But hold on. Okay, so we got Primo. Explain the bowl to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to out you, but this is interesting.
He's in Phoenix. We already have a history of Phoenix sex scandals.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
I think Bol, and also given his relationship with rapists and being a young, he also young guy that had connection with porn stars as well. I think that Bol has a good chance, more than a 1% chance of getting into some sort of sex scandal / sex crime accusation. No, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm not hoping anything happens. It's just like, the stars are aligning, brother. So
yeah,
I put Bol in there just because I think that the Phoenix. But last year I said that he might get arrested because now he's in Orlando. He might, have a little bit more opportunity to hang out with Ian Connor where Ian Connor wants to be. But we haven't really heard much from Ian Connor and his relationship with Bol. I think maybe his only chance to stay in the league was cutting Ian Connor off. So I don't know.
Is Bol someone that you have some disdain about, just the potential he could have shown with the Nuggets, but then just his way to the Phoenix Suns?
I think he's wasted all of his opportunities. Didn't take advantage of his opportunities in Denver and didn't take shit seriously. And he's just kind of a dick. My friends asked him for an autograph outside of Ball Arena. He's like, fuck you, pretty much. Just moved on. So I'm like, at least just, say hey and walk away. Be a human.
Yeah. I don't think he understands the culture.
I think he was just trying to go to a Playboy Cardi concert right after the game. That's what he's obsessed with, bro. He fucks with he's obsessed with that Rick Owens culture.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, well, I have someone that's kind of a young boy, or I think he's young. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with. I haven't. How old is he? Are we talking about the same guy, Kai Jones?
Yeah, bro. He got drafted last year or the year before.
Yeah, he's young. But this is one guy that I have seen during the offseason just tripping. And I know Bake has him in a later on segment of most likely to get arrested. But for me, I think he might catch a charge sexually because I don't think he kind of reminds me of Radio. Remember when they put Radio in the bathroom and then he did not know any better, but then they put Radio in the bathroom and then he almost caught a charge, bro. So it might be the wrong time, wrong place type of thing for Kai Jones, and he might not know any better, bro.
I think he might get an indecent exposure type shit. Sure.
Yeah, maybe that.
That's a good point.
Or even peeing outside, right? That could be. Can that be a sex scandal if you have to register? That's a sex scandal. It could be like that.
Sex offender, man.
Sex offender. That's worse.
I got Ben Simmons as well, just because that dude's horny as hell, and he's kind of like Drake, in a way. I think that because he don't give a fuck really about basketball, man. He just gives a fuck about the bitches he be pulling. So I think eventually there's gonna be some accusations. Maybe this season when he's blowing up for the Nets.
Oh man, I don't believe it, but we'll see, right? We'll see what's up. Okay.
Yeah. He has a history with he had a history with Brittany Renner. He had a history with Jenner.
Yeah, that's true. My last one is LeBron. I think his time is done. The good boy, fucking communist shit it's a wrap, bro. We're exposing him this year. And I think, the whole thing. So you remember, I think Jada was on, Get Smoke or whatever with Matt Barnes and Stack Jack, right? And she was talking mad shit about fucking Will Smith, man, saying that
she's the worst human imaginable.
She's the worst, bro. And I think Savannah is her low key, bro, but nicer. You know what I'm saying? I think they got grown kids that they're trying to stay around, keep the family nucleus.
Yeah, for those that are just listening on Spotify, my background is LeBron James with a Korean. This is the AI generated that I made. North Korean flag in the background, and he's holding rockets.
He has a Midsommar crown too.
Yeah,
little vibe. But yeah, I think LeBron is gonna catch a sex charge, man, just because Savannah might leak something. I don't know, bro, but that's what I'm betting on.
It's a good point. You know, it's a long marriage, and it could turn out to a Will Smith situation. Because I mean, I feel like he don't really be involved too much in that marriage. But I don't know. That's just my view.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, she's set. You know, she's with a billionaire or maybe, you know, something like that. So I think the thing here is what I'm betting on is the fact that LeBron is at a squeaky clean record. And, bro, that just doesn't really happen.
It's got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, bro. It's
tired of it.
Tired of that bullshit. Yeah,
that's why I hang on to the LeBron James China shit so much, because it's like the only mark on his record.
You're the ambassador, bro, to be honest. Your tweets and your AI game, bro, you've been stepping that shit up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Feeding it keywords. LeBron, communism.
Yeah, you can. So on the AI like on the Bing one, right? Like you can create almost any tragic event as long as you put like happy. So you can do like LeBron James 9/11, it won't make it because it's like, oh, that's sensitive. But if you do like LeBron James happy about 9/11, but it will generate it. It'll just be smiling with like the towers being blown up.
I love how you figured out a loophole with that shit. You were the only one that knows this. The only
that's how I was able to create this shit, man. Fucking LeBron James ecstatic, happy North Korea nuclear bomb rocket cartoon.
Dude, I think you need to make like an Instagram account for this, and this is all you do, just AI generated keywords that are related to current events.
Yeah.
No text other than the keywords.
Yeah, straight up. The keywords are the hashtags. That's it, separately. That'd be funny.
Yeah. See how quickly you get put on a no-fly list. It'll be great. Hashtag nukes. Hashtag nukes.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
9/11 was fake.
Hashtag LeBron is happy about 9/11.
All right, so the next category, a repeat of last year, we're going to do most likely to tear their ACL. Now, last year we really made like it clear, and we're gonna make it clear again. We're not hoping for players to tear the ACL, at least in most cases. And then, you know, it's just maybe the clock's ticking. A couple of these, it's just your time, and it's time to tear your fucking ACL. It's just the way that it goes.
This is a prediction, y'all. This isn't. We're not preying on anyone's downfall. Just like you predict the Knicks to make the playoffs or the Nuggets to repeat, this is just merely a FanDuel future.
Yeah,
so
and
who's
like
your first?
You know, maybe you can take this information or our opinions, right, and then apply that to when you're drafting your fantasy basketball team. Maybe you don't want to pick these guys because of some evidence that we lay out here. It's just strategic information. That's all it is.
Yeah. No, yeah. We're being informative, you know. Yeah. That's it.
So number one, most likely tear the ACL. I have Donovan Mitchell. Reason I have Donovan Mitchell, first off, Adidas. Terrible history with ACL injuries. Notoriously bad during like Derrick Rose, Danilo Gallinari era. So who knows? Maybe, I mean, we think of the top Adidas athletes now, it's not as big of a problem because it's Dame. Donovan Mitchell is Adidas, right? He has the spider. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then James Harden. None of them have torn their ACL, so maybe they've gotten it together, but maybe not. And I think that he's still a super athletic guard, kind of like Jamal Murray type,
right?
A little bit more jumping involved. And I think maybe it's his time, man. Maybe it's this year in Cleveland. I know you don't want to be there, brother. Maybe this is your way out. So just tear your shit up.
It's way you're out of the league.
Yeah.
This is your exit sign out of the league altogether.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that obviously he's bulky too. He's a bulky guard and he's fucking jumping all over the place. I said the same shit about John Morant. You know, I think that's still gonna happen. You got a guard that's just jumping all over the place in the paint, fucking landing on people's other like feet and fucking legs and penises.
That's true.
It's just not going to end well.
Slapping them. So. Yeah, no, for sure. I have to comment about that Adidas thing. If you guys recall, no, I don't think I've got to tell this. I got to tell a story. Maybe I did. I don't remember, but I hurt my knee this summer. I think I did. And I was wearing my gold Adidas Adi Zero cleats. Mind you, this was for flag football, but still the same brand, bro. So yeah, I think you have something. Yeah.
Adidas, Nazi history too, so maybe it's like, oh, these athletes, we don't like them.
It's karma, you think? You think it's like karma?
So that's what I'm getting to with my next player.
Ooh.
Next player is Miles Bridges, and I think that this is karma. I think Miles Bridges, he's going to get this opportunity. He's going to come back in the league for somehow, some way. After beating his bitch up, and then now he just turned himself in today on some other shit. He's still gonna be playing. So I think karma's coming for you, big dog. I think you can tear your shit up because you're also like jumping all over the place. Blake Griffin type. Blake Griffin tore his shit up. I think it's Miles Bridges' turn too.
Yo, whoever Miles Bridges' lawyer is working overtime this last year. Who is it? It has to be someone that's famous. But yeah, I mean,
Harvey Specter.
Harvey Specterberg. But I think Miles Bridges, that's a really good prediction, because I also think that for the team that he plays on, he still plays for the Hornets, right?
Yeah.
I think LaMelo might throw him an alley-oop, you know what I'm saying? And whoop. He gets his shit torn. Alley-oops, torn up. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. Let me get to my first likely to tear their ACL. We've been talking a lot about people that are athletic, but let's go to the total polar opposite. I think Luka Doncic might tear his ACL this year. Not because of anything athletic or anything like that, but I think just all the pressure. I think we have so much expectation for the Mavericks, and just like the Cowboys, we have expectation as Dallas fans, even the Rangers, the Stars, all the fucking teams, and we never live up to it. There's always something that goes wrong, and I'm not wishing this on Luka. But he might just accidentally tear it. I don't know. Maybe he gets up one day.
He's gonna be playing hella minutes.
Yes, that's fatigue can play into that, and I know he's had some minor issues with his ankles and stuff. So all of that is connected. It might be Kyrie's team, not Luka's team this year.
Yeah, we'll see how long Kyrie's there. So my next one, Damian Lillard. Also karma and just age, like the time's ticking, dog. It's Dame time. It's tear your ACL time. Not wishing it upon you, of course, except you're just a complete weirdo.
Just manifesting it.
Yeah, he'd still be going into the lane, jumping all crazy. I think he has a good chance with his age, and Giannis blocking up the paint on him. There's gonna be lots of bodies up in there, because Giannis ain't gonna stretch the floor, and the dog's gonna take it straight into the paint, and there's gonna be hella bodies in there. I don't know. I think there's a good chance, and it just turns out that Milwaukee just made a huge mistake. I hope so. Well, I don't hope so, but I don't want to play them in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're cold. I mean, this is a team that's they're talking finals already. So I don't really think that this is this could go smoothly like that. This is really how the scripts go. There's always something that fucks up something. So it could be Damian Lillard's turn to get an injury. When's the last time he's been injured too? I feel like that's kind of
he's had some injuries, but nothing like season ending.
Yeah,
like, anything like that. It's just kind of like minute injuries that happen, and he maybe misses a month or two, or they rest him for the rest of the year because his team's trash.
Right,
like that, but no ACLs.
Speaking of season ending, I think Zion might tear his ACL just because, I've heard that I've seen some photos and I've heard that he's lost some weight and built some muscle.
They always say that.
They always say that, but if that is the case, sometimes when you get a little bulk on you, you get a little skinnier, you start acting like you could do more than you can actually do. So maybe he starts jumping a little higher than he's used to, taking off a little further than he's used to, going up in more traffic in the paint than he's used to. Maybe he starts actually playing a lot of games and he's thinking, this is my year. This is the year that I complete a full season. But buddy, history will always repeat itself. So I think it's Zion's year to tear one.
Yeah, I mean the tearing the ace. By the way, you got 2 Jordan brand athletes right there too. So maybe that's your hesitation as well. But yeah, I think Zion, just the missing Infinity Stone for him and the fat ass character category is just like a major multi-season injury type shit. ACL related. So.
Wait, why do you say it like that? You think he looks like a black Thanos or something? Like what? Like what?
I mean, he kind of does.
He has a square head. His head is square.
Dude's just fucking massive, man.
He's like a fridge.
Not even human. He's like a fucking alien. That's like crazy.
Yeah,
crazy, straight up from another planet. And we never seen anything like that. A fucking dude built like an Escalade, jumping, fucking being able between the legs dunks and 360s.
It's kind of scary too. Like I was watching his high school shit, and bro, like this dude had a leg up on all the kids. That's probably his prime.
Yeah,
the white boy that was trying to.
Yeah, the little white guy was like, I got him.
It was Zion points at him. Yeah, man, that's when Zion peaked. I feel like his high school.
Right, he was so cold in high school, but like
he was nasty, bro.
Built like that. I feel the same way about like LeBron. LeBron was like a freak of nature in high school. No wonder he's fucking good. Like, he didn't even have
LeBron
to have
had
that many skills.
Nah, the athleticism was crazy for LeBron in high school. But yeah, what was your? Was it you? Your next one?
Yeah, I mean, I can go with this one. Just speaking on LeBron already, I think his time's ticking too, man. It's time. It's time to get that torn ACL. I think it's part of your legacy. Maybe we'll get that final, it's like when a horse breaks its leg.
You gotta shoot it, man.
It's that time,
Mr. Man. Wonderful desk. Well,
take it out back and shoot it.
Yo. Okay, so if LeBron tears his ACL, how would you feel, Jake? Would you be sad or happy or like?
I'd feel for him, but at the same time, I'd be like, man, about goddamn time. But not in like a terrible way. It's just like, we've had to deal with your bullshit for fucking 25 years, brother. It's time to get the hell out of the league. We're tired of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair, man, because I feel like all the greats, right, has had some type of injury, like Kobe with the fucking Achilles,
Some sort of fucking adversity. This dude, no adversity throughout his whole fucking career.
That's true, man.
Walking on clouds. Whole career.
Yeah. One person that's not going to... I think another person that has seen a lot of adversity but has failed to overcome it is Ben Simmons. They're saying Ben Simmons is coming out, hooping and stuff like that, but I don't give a fuck about preseason. We don't care about that shit. All we care about is game 48, or right before the All-Star game. How you looking? So I think Ben Simmons, he's getting a little too confident again. But I don't know where that stems from. He did say he had some issues that he worked out. Maybe, now he has some type of false hope. And I think he's going to try to do too much, bro. He's trying to dunk, trying to lay it up.
Still not shooting with the right hand, still shooting with the wrong hand. The dude is right-handed, bro, and he's still shooting left-handed.
Bro. If you don't get that shot right, you might have a higher chance of tearing ACL being in the paint.
Yeah, he's just got to go back. He's got to go in there all the time. That's a good point.
Yeah,
it's the point we made last year too, with like John Morant and then all them folks. Because it's like Derrick Rose, same situation, couldn't fucking shoot. Just had to jump right to the basket. Got fucked up.
Who would you take? Who would you take right now? Ben Simmons, prime or Derrick Rose right now?
Oh, Ben Simmons prime.
Really?
For sure. It's fucking
how long did that
top-tier
last?
defender.
I feel like it lasted maybe like 4 months.
No, I think he had a good season the year that he was all defensive team and he made the All-Star game and all that shit. He was almost averaging a triple-double. So
I don't even remember.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He was good, man. Like his first 2-3 years in the league, he was good, especially defensively. Like that was his shit. Then he just stopped giving a fuck about basketball, like, just chasing the hose. And then
you know what, like set it off, bro? Is I remember when his sister like started defending him. And he was like, "Don't talk about my brother," and then he like started getting injured and shit. So I think that just was a bad omen. Yeah. But speaking of bad omens, who do you got for likely to be arrested?
Yeah, likely to be arrested is another category we did last year. This was one I can't remember all the people that we put in there. I just remember John Morant, and then I remember you talked about homeboy for the Rockets who watched his mom get stabbed or something and thought that would cause
Deshaun Tate. Yeah. Mother got stabbed when he was a young man.
Yeah.
Murdered. Cold blood.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Slit Game of Thrones shit. Go ahead. Slit throat. I don't know.
So my first number one, like, I guess he's technically out of the league now, but Kai Jones, man. This fool is on a rampage. I love him. He's awesome. He's like the best thing to happen to he's best. He's GOAT life. Like he is the greatest of all time in his eyes. And he's completely serious about it. And I just love how delusional and everything about him. He's fucking sick. But I think that he is on some major drugs, major mind altering drugs. Ultimately, like if you get cut by the Hornets, bro, you're doing some bad shit. Because the Hornets got everybody on that team. They got women abusers. They got fucking gun toting drunk drivers. They got all kinds of shit. So I think that he's on some major shit. They even got they drafted Brandon Miller connected to a murder. Kai Jones. I think Brandon he's Miller's gonna.
That's the guy that does the gun intro in the college. That guy.
Does he do that? I don't even. Wait, that would be crazy if he did, because that's what he's fucking accused of. Yeah, he's a rookie. He was drafted second overall or some shit.
Bro, that was the guy. Yeah, that was the guy after all the or I think it was before, but they cut it to make it seem like it was after. He had like a gun fucking intro handshake with one of his teammates, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who they drafted, and it just seemed right. Like that fits right into to Charlotte.
But can we go back to Kai Jones real quick and dissect exactly what's going on here? Whenever I've watched some of his videos, I really think that he's somebody maybe in the state of psychosis or like developing some type of bipolar multi-personality disorder. And this kind of comes from, because I know drugs can do that. Maybe it's in part like both. But what do you think is up with him?
Yeah, I think he's having a straight up just mental breakdown. And I like the reason I say that too is not only like his patois, like when he's fucking sweating like a hog and fucking speaking patois nonsense. He followed up with some other Instagram live videos from his house, right? His house, he's got like spray paint all over the walls. It's just like love and bullshit like that. So he's like in that one video that everybody knows, the fucking, oh, you think that Charlotte Hornets gonna cut me? I don't think so. And then doing all that shit, like,
yo, you do a good cut, Jones. That's spot on.
I don't think so.
yeah.
If I do, I'll make the cut.
Me on radio. Yeah, that's why I started radio earlier, because that's kind of how he was talking on that video.
Yeah, but yeah, in that video, like sweating like crazy. He had like paint all over his hands. I don't know if you noticed that, like in that video, like just some weird shit's going on with him, and he's heavily involved in paint. I don't know if he's huffing paint. Something's just not right.
Whippets. Yeah, and like to be cut from the fucking most like a team like the Hornets, bro. That's saying a lot, man. They've kept on way worse.
Yeah, they still got Miles Bridges on the fucking team, bro. Like how do you get cut before Miles Bridges? And Miles Bridges was not just cut. Like he was a free agent, and the Hornets offered him an extension after all his shit. So it's not even like, I guess we'll just cut him and take the loss. No, they had nothing to lose. They chose to give him money.
Now I want to defend Kai Jones, because if they saw that, if the Hornets saw that and they could have been a mental thing, they should have reached out and tried to get him fucking help instead of cut him, right?
I agree.
Like,
I agree 100%.
That's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit.
And I hope that someone's getting him help, because, I mean, he's not thinking clearly, but hey, he made a dope-ass song, to be honest. So maybe he's just doing this for clout, and he knows that he has a different platform that he could take now.
Yeah, he's a weird guy, man. One of his tweets. Go ahead.
You think he had just dyed his hair in this video where he's all sweaty?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's what's on his hands. I'm watching the video right now. It's the same color as the hair dye.
Just not cleaning up or anything. Just straight up.
Nasty ass.
I mean, he's even sweat. Like his sweat is even kind of tinted the same color as his hair dye.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got that. He got that shit all over his fucking shirt too.
Yeah.
Rough. That's a wild video.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Well, and that's
you're
like
good.
Just right after that video, like the Hornets were like all his teammates unfollowed him, and then Hornets cut him out of any type of communication with the team. I think that like I don't know, Michael Jordan's not in charge anymore, but whoever is over there, it's kind of fucked up, man. He's going through some shit. I support him. Go life.
Me too, bro. I support him. I'll start to listen to his shit. Hopefully it comes out with more stuff. Mm-hmm. But free Kai Jones, man, from the mental spot.
You want to go next on yours?
Yeah, I'll go next, man. I'm going to go with someone that we've seen on this list multiple years in a row, aka 2 years in a row, likely be arrested, Ja Morant. I think this is somebody that's kind of had it coming for a while, but there are some pending things that he might still need to reckon with. But I think whatever, I think someone just told him to chill out, you know what I'm saying? And you're not changing your lifestyle like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think when you have someone like Ja that has a strong personality and talent to go with it, it's gonna take either rock bottom or getting arrested like this to kind of like shake him into the right direction. So I think Ja might get another gun charge, but I think it might be mixed with weed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna predict. A weed/gun charge. Is weed legal in Memphis? I don't know, but let's just say he has pills too. He probably has some shit, guilty by association type shit. Lean.
Yeah.
What else? Whippets.
Perky. Perkies.
Herky jerky. What else? Horse tranquilizer. Some boy. You know what boy is?
Ivermectin.
Hair wand.
Jenkum.
Hair wand from Ray. That's what he calls boy. But yeah, Ja.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like the most obvious pick. Is just like track record, man. As long as Young Boy's putting out music, Ja's in trouble.
Yeah, he's a demo.
And then my next pick, another Charlotte Hornet, just throwing darts here because it's kind of a good idea to throw darts at Charlotte for some of this shit to happen. Brandon Miller, who we just spoke about, obviously tied up into a murder case from college, still was able to go top 3. I can't remember if he went 2 or 3 in the draft. So I think once he gets over to Charlotte, there's no culture over there that's any type of good for him. It's just straight criminals and wild young boys. And James Bouknight out there with the fucking straps. So we'll see. I think Brandon Miller might get in some trouble though, and it might ruin his entire career. Last place that he should have gone is Charlotte.
Yeah, that was the worst. I was surprised that you told me that. I didn't even know that. If we're talking about the same person, I think we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he apparently supplied the gun in a murder. So he was able to slide, but like he was connected in some shit, and I guess that didn't take too big of a hit on his character. Just selling guns in college, but whatever. Well,
what is the deal with hoopers and guns? Even shout out to Mikey, man, Mikey Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Williams, yeah.
He had gun charges too, right?
Yeah, I think his is even more serious. I think it was murder. Like
what?
Yeah, isn't it like a
group murder?
Or wait, no, I think it was armed robbery. Let me see.
Damn, bro. That's crazy, man. See, it's that GTA life they're trying to convey, bro. You have so much going for you, and then you choose to do this, but it's okay, or else we wouldn't have any fucking topics to talk about.
It was 6 felony gun charges from an incident earlier this summer in which he was accused of firing a gun at a vehicle carrying 5 people. So essentially, almost like attempted murder type shit.
Did he hit anyone?
I don't think so. Doesn't seem like.
Oh man, terrible aim.
Yeah. Man, what's going on with the generation hoopers? I think it's just trying to be cool, trying to fit in with the rappers that always talk about their guns, and hoopers are always trying to be rappers are always trying to be hoopers. It's just that dynamic.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I feel like you're young, Jake, but I feel like I'm an old head now, the way that I view kids, because like, I feel like if I was younger, I'd probably be on the fucking kid side. I'm like, man, hell yeah, bruh. That shit lit.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Cause like when Allen Iverson was going through his shit and I was young, I was like, man, fuck everybody trying to punish Allen Iverson. Yeah, but like now we kind of see what's going on, that it was good. He was actually standing up for like a lot of the players and shit. It just being like whatever. But yeah, I think I would be on the other side. But maybe I'm just getting old, dog.
Other side of like, hey, you're in high school, you shouldn't have a gun, right? Like, or you're in high school, you should have a fucking gun.
Yeah, I'd just be like, well, it would be more general. I'd be like, man, he made a mistake, but I'm on his side. I fuck with Mikey, shit like that. I don't know.
Well, you got another rookie, technically rookie, on this list.
Yeah,
out there in the res land.
Out there in the res land. So shout out Chet Holmgren, likely to be arrested. First of all, I don't really like Chet. He was talking that shit. So I think this is one of the anti-scripts again. Like you're not gonna come back and just make an impact, buddy. You're gonna get arrested because you're in Oklahoma, and you know what I'm saying. I think he's someone that's like a follower type. I don't know if he's a leader like that. He's trying to act cool, saying that he's gonna be better than fucking whoever. No, you haven't even done shit. And I think he's trying to impress people. He's like the white boy, part of the crew that's like trying to be hip and shit. So I think he's gonna try to overcompensate and maybe like fire a gun or like be like, yo, watch this. Let me mug somebody in fucking downtown OKC. I don't know, something, bro. I think he'd do some crazy shit or even fucking I'm not gonna go that far. But yeah, I think Chet Holmgren is one of my what do you think about that, bro? Do you think like some people like might feel out of place? They might start acting up, and start like overcompensating for how cool they are because they're really a nerd?
Yeah, I mean, I think that he definitely thinks he's way cooler than he is.
Yeah,
and he thinks he's like the cool cat in the NBA, like that bashful white boy. But bro, he's just fucking annoying. So I think he could get into some shit. But luckily, he's in a situation like OKC where there's no one on the team that's really a troublesome personality, and it's not necessarily a troublesome city. But the bashful white boy, he could fight. He could be a crazy ass white boy out on the road. Maybe he's in LA one night, and just hops off. He's got the ice on, and somebody tries to snatch his chain, and he just pops 2 into the motherfucker. So who knows?
Or maybe he's in OKC, bro. Maybe he got done with a game and we're iced out, and he meets the wrong fucking OKC cop, and like, what type of Mexican are you? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it pulls him over, and it's like, hey, get out here, and and he resists, because maybe they don't know who Chet Holmgren is, so he's not getting any. Maybe Oklahomans don't watch basketball. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they watch res ball. I don't know. But maybe they don't know him and treat him like someone that could have been, just another gangster. So shout out Chet Holmgren, though. We'll see if you make it. We'll see how many games he plays.
My next most likely to be arrested, I have Bones Highland. Now second season in LA. as we saw in the saga of him being traded, he's got some goon friends, man. He's like John Morant in that way, where he's got some friends that are up to no good, and he's loyal to the bone to him, and not saying that's a bad thing or anything, but I think that he's going to get caught up with some of his old friends from parts of town you don't want to be at, and maybe they get into some trouble. That's just my prediction with Bones. And Bones is like an outlandish personality, and he's like, a very cocky young man. And I think maybe he'd get into a fight at a club because his homeboy said some crazy shit, and then another guy said some crazy shit to him, and then Bones is like this loyal motherfucker, and he's gonna scrap up too, and maybe get some self-charge. That's how I see Bones.
You hate Bones, huh? You don't fuck with him.
Maybe it's not
annoying.
necessarily him. It's his fucking orbiters from his hometown, bro. There's fucking weirdos.
Yeah, like Johnny 345 or something. Remember that shit when retweeting his shit. I don't even remember on Twitter. But yeah,
he's fucking flexing his Hellcat that's been paid for in full by Bones Highland, probably. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Speaking of somebody that has maybe some unsavory friends, James Harden. I think James Harden is going to be arrested. I think he's in mental turmoil right now in Philly.
He's due.
I don't think. Yeah, he's due. I don't think this is something that he's equipped to handle. He's not happy there. He's not cool with Maury. He's asked to leave, and if they can't accommodate it, the longer that he stays in Philly, the higher the chance he's going to get arrested. It could be him in Houston. It could be somewhere else, but maybe not in Houston. I feel like he's a god in Houston. Somewhere else, maybe LA. He hanging out with Lil Baby all the time. I don't know how their relationship is now, but. Yeah, bro, I think James Harden is due.
Could be a last resort for him. He could be like, you know what? They don't want to trade my ass. Fucking let me tank my trade value and just get arrested real quick. And then they're going to have to take whatever they can get for me. And then I'm out of here. Could be a strategy. Lawyer put it together. Say, hey, do this exactly. Do this crime because I know I can get you off. But your reputation is going to take a hit. But in that process, your trade value tanked, and you fuck over the Sixers, which is your goal, and it's easier for you to get out of there too.
Yeah, I think James Harden is at the end of his career when it comes to the next team that he's going to probably stay with is a team that he's going to retire with. We saw this where there was some type of like Kyrie acting crazy, putting some shit up on Twitter, and he got traded. I think it could be like an exit strategy, strategy for James Harden as well. So, but yeah, I think it's definitely something's gonna happen. I think it might be maybe he gets sexual harassment or sexual charge and then gets arrested. That could be it too, because I know he's a freak. I'm a fucker at the strip club. Yeah, he's a weirdo, creep. You know the vibes when it comes to Harden.
Yeah. I think we'll probably make this our last category. I think.
Okay.
Most likely to come out in support of Hamas, the terrorist organization with I don't know whatever
Palestinians.
Palestinians, but they're not. We don't want to group them in with
Muslims.
The Palestinian fucking. We don't want to group them in with them either. It's just
what is
their
Hamas?
own little organization. They're their own little terror organization. Thing going on,
terror organization. Why say it like
fucking
that?
Terror organization. Arab.
I feel like they've been around for a while. I've heard that name Hamas for so long.
Yeah, they have. I don't
Hezbollah
follow too much about this. Basically, my picks in this category is like tradition of anti-Semitism. Just not fucking with the Jews that much. So the obvious pick here first is Kyrie. One, religion kind of plays a role in that too. He's been multiple times now in trouble with being anti-Semitic and not fucking with Jews and is it Judaism that technically? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and he claims he's the original Israelites and.
Black Jew.
Yeah, I think he in general is a man that would come out and support against Israel.
Yeah, me and Bake are definitely on the same page with this. I think Kyrie has expressed that he is an original Black Jew, and I think he says
it's just
that
funny as fuck to hear that.
He says that he doesn't believe. He said that he doesn't believe that the occupants of the Israel and the Jewish land that we see today is the rightful heir of that land, and that maybe he believes that the Israeli people. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that's maybe what he's believing is they colonize the Middle East. That's what I hear, from other people that take Hamas side or the other side. But it's a very, very sad situation right now.
But and I like not trying to get political about it or anything. It's just it's just predictions here. We're just throwing a line out there. Maybe this Kyrie line is like a plus 200 or something. Maybe it's still an underdog, but I think he could
maybe higher
out for this bet. Yeah,
plus 400.
Yeah, plus 400
Hamas supporter.
Maybe.
Yeah. Who else do you got on your list?
So next up, very close similarities in terms of kind of belief system, and it's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, obviously, I think he also practiced. He's Muslim, and then he also was the first. He was the first athlete signed to Donda Sports, right? And Donda Sports, obviously, Kanye West, history with anti-Semitism. And Jaylen Brown stuck with Kanye West during his era of anti-Semitism until his lawyers were like, "No, it's not a good idea anymore, dog."
Yeah.
So I think that's like the next up there. It's Jaylen Brown. I think it's like the obvious step there. I don't think that he's anti-Jew or anything, but I think that his belief system is along the lines of Kyrie. And when you think about who's gonna support whoever's against Israel, which by the way, like when I look on Twitter, surprising number of people that are like fucking with Hamas. I'm like, whoa.
Mia Khalifa.
Back in fucking 2001, this would be like a fucking terrorist crime. You'd be locked up. All of a sudden.
Yeah, Mia Khalifa is a big one. Yeah, she's saying that Hamas is Palestine. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how you.
Yeah, I don't really pick a side in this war at all. I think that everything's fucked up.
Guys, this is a comedy podcast, okay? So we're not trying to talk about how we're not trying to talk about how we're gonna solve this. We're talking about who's gonna support it if you were to bet on this shit. Because we do have that aspect of our podcast too, where it's comedic hoops and gambling. We like to laugh and we like to gamble. So if you were to look at it, Dennis Schroeder being a Muslim, I think he would probably side with Hamas. And that's just what it is. It could be.
I didn't know he was Muslim.
Yeah, I Googled it like maybe 5 minutes before we started.
He's also German, and we think about the history of Germany and the Jews. So not saying he's a Nazi.
Not saying he's a Nazi.
It's just
Nazi. And not Nazi, but Dennis Schroeder is my guy for support of Hamas. But I think there's validity there.
Yeah. This list,
last one. Speaking of,
this would be remiss if I didn't mention this. Of course, Myers Leonard. Leonard. I think that he actually got signed last year onto a team. I don't know if he's still on a team or not, but Myers Leonard historically
NBA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he came back, man. He came back from that. For anybody who doesn't know, like he said the ultimate Jewish slur word on a live stream playing Call of Duty, and claims that he didn't even know what the word meant. But we think about historical anti-Semitism in the NBA. That's up there, especially modern era.
Weren't you the one that said that you believe that he didn't think that he knew?
Yeah, I think, for this bit, I'm going to say that he did. But I think just the way that like he just said it with like no conscience and was just like, just kept going on about the stream. Like he didn't say anything bad. And then he gets a call from like his agent. He's like, what the fuck did you just do? And he's like, what? And then he just like cuts the stream. I think he legitimately heard some 13-year-old on the game say it.
Repeat it,
was
right?
Like, yeah, he thought it was like calling someone dog water on for Fortnite, like it was the cool thing to do or whatever, and just said it. And, now we view him as an anti-Semitic piece of shit.
Can I add on to this? When I was in 6th grade, I was in Miss Johannes's class, and we were told to create like a little invention. And we created, I think I might have told this before, but we created a spoon and a fork. And me and 4 other kids, and mind you, there was a Mexican in this group. His name was Cisco Sandoval. All came to the conclusion that we wanted to call a spork and a knife, or not a fork and a knife, a spick. We were like, let's call it a spick.
Yeah.
So this happened, okay? And then I went to Miss Johannes, our teacher, and she was like, no, you guys can't do that. And we were like, why? And it was because that's a slur. And we're like, really? Like, well, how? Like what? And then she told us. And then that's how I learned about that word, not to say it. So this could have happened with Miles Leonard, in my opinion. But I think for my last one, it's Enes Kanter supporting Hamas. I don't really know much of Enes Kanter other than you don't see it, but I think he's Muslim, so maybe I think that's the only reason. But yeah, I think Enes Kanter. I don't really have much to say about this, but you tell me why you don't see it.
Man, fucking loves America. And like he's like the conservative face of the NBA now. And you think of conservatism in the NBA, or not in the NBA, but like in general, it's supporting our ally heavily. But I guess everybody is now. Like Obama came out post or whatever. So I think he's not the type to support Hamas, even though he's Muslim. Like it's an extremist Muslim group. It's not representative of all Muslims. I think that's that's
I think
not
that's
who he is. He goes on Fox News and he talks shit about LeBron. I think for his Chinese propaganda.
I'm not propaganda. I'm not gonna lie. I just googled that last one, but okay. This is how we're starting out.
You threw him under the bus just because
I googled, guys. I was trying to do some work. I said NBA Muslims, and this is what popped up. But like I said, we're not saying that all Hamas people are Muslim, or Muslim people are Hamas, or even the same sect of Muslim or Hamas or anything Palestinian Hamas. Yeah. We don't know. We don't have a side. We don't like war. That's for sure. We don't like people getting killed on both sides. You're not going to get it out of me, man. I'm not picking a side, but this is just fiction. Yeah,
for sure. We're not calling either side gay and nothing like that. It's just calling the shots how he sees. It's just straight up. If I were the odds maker, right? These are my favorites. These are the top 3 that I'd choose. That's all it comes down to.
And we're really trying to figure out if we should make this sports book. So that's why we need practice, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We could do like a little bookie thing. It could be like an underground casino.
Yeah.
Get investigated.
Yeah, and I think that like when you watch like mobsters or whatever, they could just, and like Uncut Gems, just making them dumbass bets like who's gonna win the tip off and shit like that. Just make it even dumber and make it futures.
Dude, if we have any listeners out there willing to put money on this, hit us up. We won't say anything on here because I think that's illegal, but just hit us up and we'll talk. We'll talk about what odds we could give you,
make the odds,
if any.
Yeah. And obviously, I mean, I don't have the unlimited bankroll, but
we're not paying. It's just for fun. If you lose, we take your money.
Yeah. It's a charity that you get to support.
Yeah, you get to say, I bet $200 that Donovan Mitchell, tore his ACL,
That's your prize. You get to say, I won. You don't get any money, but you get to say, I won.
Yeah, but we take the money, though. It has to come with money, or we're going to do it without money.
Yeah.
Duh.
Minimum $100 bet.
200. $200 with a free $500 play that you can't take out.
Mm-hmm. No cash
unless
out.
You lose. No cash out.
All right. I think we're good on time for sure, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're good.
Definitely.
Shit. Well, the season's back. Now, we probably won't be releasing this episode until like a week after we record it, but we'll be back with more predictions for upcoming seasons, shit that you can actually bet on as of this moment. With all of our genius insights, like Gene last year, obviously genius move, putting the Bulls #1 on the Eastern Conference. Nobody predicted that. Nobody predicted that. Yeah, I predicted Nuggets win the championship, so nobody predicted that, but it happened. So
you get the best of both worlds. Yep, you get the safe bet with Jake, and you get the plus 800 with me. So that's what you get. But yeah, guys, and if you another thing, we're gonna start do YouTube again. If you guys have any comments, just let us know what you want us to talk about. I think we got 40 subs now. We're starting with 40 this year. Let's get up to 100. Can we get up to 100 for season 2? You think we could do it? I'm gonna need to do more work, but
I gotta post on TikTok because we post on TikTok. We go viral, dude. Man.
You're the guy, bro.
We're fucking TikTok famous whenever we post, so we just gotta do it.
For sure.
I'm lazy as fuck.
We'll figure it out. This is our year, fellas.
Hire someone.
Year 2. Yeah, we'll hire my brother.
Yeah. Are we still? Right. It's still fuck the Suns though in 2023, 2024.
It's always fuck the Suns.
Fuck the Suns.
It's always
fuck the Suns. Fuck Bradley Beal. Fuck Devin Booker.
Fuck Bol.
Nurkic. Fuck Bol.
Fuck Kevin Durant. I'm gonna say fuck Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
I don't like Kevin Durant. He's a weirdo. All right.
Thank you, Base Cops.